New York Knicks are gearing up for the home stretch. Only 22 games left in the regular season, and I wanted to talk to Zach about some of the biggest keys for this home stretch. And Zach, how you doing, man?
Hey, 22 games to go. It's go time for the Knicks here.
Absolutely is, and they're looking to secure possibly that sixth seed. And I wanted to ask you, what is the biggest key you're looking forward to during this stretch for the Knicks to secure that sixth seed?
I think Mitchell Robinson staying healthy is so important. He's the backbone of their defense. They're so much better when he's healthy. Look, he's missed 22 out of 60 games. He's coming off a fractured right thumb. There's a good chance he's going to return tomorrow. He's been out since January 18th. You get him out there on the court protecting the rim. He's a terrific offensive rebounder. I think that will, him playing these last 22 games will go a long way until getting a top 6 seed.
Another element that was coming out today was from Josh Hart saying he's been really enjoying his stay so far after being traded before the trade deadline by the Knicks. And what more can you talk about Josh Hart as a player and the kind of influence and impact he's actually had on this team thus far?
He's really a Tom Thibodeau type player. He's max effort. He's a really good defender. He's a slasher. The big thing with him, though, is his three-point shooting. He was not taking many threes in Portland. He said a big thing was he wasn't really involved in the offense there, and he's not one of those guys who could just a catch and shoot guy. He's a rhythm shooter. And so far, where he's really been involved, he's hit 9 of 14 threes. If he could just be someone who hits, around 35%, that would be huge for the Knicks because he's so good in every other facet of the game. Leon Rose was his agent. I think there's a good chance that Hart's going to be a Knick for a while. I could see them bringing him back on a 3 or 4 year contract. And look, he played with Jalen Brunson in college. He loves New York. He's been a terrific ad. I think he's going to be a part of the fabric of this team going forward.
And what's interesting as you talk about that is he does have a $12.9 million player option for next year. Are you saying that you could see him possibly signing an extension here with the New York Knicks after this season's over?
Yeah, I do. He's bounced around a lot. He's been with 4 different teams. He's had 6 different head coaches. He is a Northeast guy. He's from Maryland. He's said he's tired of kind of bouncing around. He wants to find a home. So yeah, I do. I think he's look. Thibodeau loves him. He's absolutely raved about him so far. I think he kind of fits the culture and the way this team plays. I think he's a guy they will lock up. Look, we got to see how this works the rest of the way, how they do. But yeah, I think there's a good chance that they give him a multi-year deal.
And then I finally just want to wrap this all up talking about Jalen Brunson, possibly the best free agent the Knicks have signed in a long time, if ever. What can you say about his season that he's having with the New York Knicks in his first year since signing that deal in the offseason?
Yeah, his numbers are amazing. Obviously, I don't think anyone could have expected that, but I think his value goes well beyond that. To me, it's about his leadership. Thibodeau and Julius Randle both said Brunson's presence has been a big part of Randle's all-star season. He's extremely accountable. He's always around after games. When they lose, he always blames himself. When they win, he defers credit. He's a great leader. And that's beyond, the 24 points, shooting over 40% from 3. He's obviously been a fantastic on the court player, but I think in terms of what he has brought just kind of in terms of his maturity and his, all about winning mantra has been so important.
It really has. And we're all looking forward to seeing him continue to have success this season. Like we said, 22 games down the stretch. Knicks are looking to secure that 6th seed. They started tomorrow night in Washington. Zach, appreciate you as always, man.
Hey, my pleasure. Anytime.